Africa, a continent where life has been solving problems long before humanity learned how to name them. Across these enormous grasslands, animals walk, hunt, communicate, and survive. But among them is a creature that seems almost impossible to engineer. An animal so large, yet capable of movements so delicate that modern robotics is still trying to understand the secret. The African elephant. At first glance, the elephant appears to be a machine built for power. Massive legs, heavy bones, enormous ears, a body capable of moving several tons across the African landscape. But hidden at the front of this giant is something completely different, something flexible, sensitive, precise. A biological structure that may be one of nature's most remarkable pieces of engineering. The trunk. It can reach, it can lift, it can twist, it can pull, it can breathe, it can smell, it can touch. And somehow it can perform all of this without the rigid skeleton of a conventional arm. So, how does it work? Look closely. Behind the elephant's eye, behind the wrinkles, behind that ancient face, is an extraordinary sensory system. The elephant isn't simply looking at the world, it is experiencing it. And the trunk is one of its greatest instruments for doing so. For a moment, watch the elephant do nothing. No running, no fighting, no dramatic movement. Just standing. Because sometimes the most extraordinary machines in nature are the ones that don't need to prove how powerful they are. Now look at the trunk. At first, it appears almost simple, just a long extension of the elephant's face. But that appearance is deceptive. Beneath the skin is a remarkably complex arrangement of muscles, and together they give the trunk something most machines struggle to achieve: freedom of movement. Watch the tip. The elephant can move it with extraordinary precision. It can explore its surroundings, search for food, touch another elephant, and manipulate objects through subtle changes in shape. And this is where the story becomes fascinating. Because nature didn't build this as a machine with hinges. Nature built it as a living continuum. Imagine looking beneath the skin. There are no conventional joints running through the length of the trunk. Instead, there is an intricate network of muscles working together. Some pull, some contract, some stabilize. Others change the shape of the entire structure. The result is a biological system capable of bending, twisting, stretching, and curling. Strength without sacrificing flexibility. Watch what happens when the elephant reaches. The trunk extends forward, then upward, then curves around the branch. No gears, no motors, no hydraulic cylinders, no electrical cables. Just living tissue coordinating movement. And when strength is required, the same structure changes character. The trunk wraps around a heavy branch. Muscles contract, the branch rises. The elephant has transformed the same flexible structure from a delicate instrument into a powerful lifting mechanism. That combination is extraordinary. Now consider something much smaller. A single leaf. This enormous animal can bring the tip of its trunk towards something so delicate and grasp it without destroying it. Think about that. An animal weighing thousands of kilograms, controlling one of the most precise tools in its environment with the same body that can move enormous objects. This is not simply strength, it is controlled strength. And that distinction may be one of the greatest lessons the elephant has for engineering. At the waterhole, the trunk becomes something else entirely. It reaches into the water, draws it upward, and carries it toward the elephant's mouth. a flexible biological tube capable of controlling fluid without a conventional pump. One structure, multiple functions, and the trunk is also connected to the elephant's ability to breathe and investigate its environment. It can detect scents, explore unfamiliar objects, and gather information about the world around it. So perhaps calling it an arm doesn't really do it justice. It is an arm, a nose, a hand, a sensor, and a breathing passage all in one.